Hi, it's Arinda here, holistic life coach and counsellor, helping you to bring peace and balance back into your life. Healthy, balanced living, secret number 9. I honour and protect myself with healthy boundaries. One major life skill rarely taught but essential for healthy relationships and personal well-being is that of setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Personal boundaries are guidelines, rules or limits that we individually create to identify for ourselves reasonable, safe and permissible ways for others to behave around us. Boundaries allow us to feel safe and relaxed and empower us to care for ourselves. They're also the key to ensuring that our relationships are mutually respectful, supportive and caring. Healthy boundaries allow us to have high self-esteem and self-respect, protect our physical and emotional space from intrusion, have an equal partnership with others where responsibility and power are shared, be assertive where we can confidently and truthfully say yes or no and be okay when others say no to us, separate our needs, thoughts, feelings and desires from others and recognize that our boundaries and needs are different from others, empower us to make healthy choices and take responsibility for ourselves. Unhealthy boundaries are characterized by the inability to say no for fear of rejection or abandonment, feeling responsible for other people's emotions and happiness and holding the belief that our happiness depends on others, constant people-pleasing, taking care of others' needs at the expense of our own emotional, mental and physical health, valuing other people's opinions more than our own, having difficulty asking for what we want or need, having a weak sense of our own identity where we base our self-image on how others treat us, and general disempowerment. By continually allowing others to make decisions for us, we end up feeling powerless and lose both confidence and the ability to take responsibility for our own lives. Personal boundaries can be too loose or too rigid. As with everything in life, the trick is to find a healthy, balanced middle ground, one where you're not allowing others to abuse you, but you also do not cut yourself off from the world. Are you aware of your personal boundaries? Do you have personal boundaries in place with all the people in your life? Are you able to effectively communicate your boundaries to those around you? Now, for most of us, identifying, setting and maintaining boundaries is a relatively new concept, and as with learning any new skill, it can appear challenging at first. Now here are a few pointers on how to set effective boundaries as compiled by the psychologist and coach Dana Gionta. Number 1. Know your limits. You can't set good boundaries if you're unsure of where you stand in relation to the world. So identify your physical, emotional, mental and spiritual limits. Consider what you can tolerate and accept and what makes you feel uncomfortable or stressed. Number 2. Tune into your feelings. Resentment and discomfort are two feelings that can alert you to the fact that your boundaries have been violated. Feelings of resentment usually arise when we're being taken advantage of or are not being appreciated. There can be a sign that we are either pushing ourselves beyond our own limits or someone is imposing their expectations, views or values onto us. If and when you experience these feelings, reflect on the interaction or situation. What specifically caused these feelings? What bothered you about the interaction or situation? Number 3. Be direct. Although generally we tend to surround ourselves with people who share our communication style, views and personality, sometimes we do need to clearly, directly and unambiguously communicate our boundaries to others. We can't assume that others can read our minds and feelings. Number 4. Give yourself permission to set boundaries. Fear, guilt and self-doubt are big potential pitfalls. It's not unusual to fear the other person's response when setting or enforcing boundaries. For example, we may feel guilty by speaking up or saying no to a family member. Now, in these instances, it's important to remember that boundaries are not just about having healthy relationships, they're also about self-care and self-respect. By respecting yourself, you send out a loud and clear message to others that they need to respect you too. Remember, a lack of boundaries invites a lack of respect. Number 5. Practice self-awareness. It's impossible to set and maintain boundaries without honing in on your feelings. Taking time to regularly reflect on your inner world is essential if you're to identify, set, and maintain boundaries in your life. Number 6, analyze any limiting beliefs. Our behaviour is anchored in our beliefs, and most of our beliefs were internalized from messages that we received during childhood. So, how were you raised? Perhaps you were taught to solely focus on others' needs, so that now ignoring your own needs has become the norm. Change involves undoing unhealthy beliefs about ourselves and those around us. Number 7, make self-care a priority. Self-care is rarely taught, but it's an essential element of a happy, healthy, balanced life. When we put ourselves first, it allows us to recharge our batteries so that we have more energy, peace of mind, and presence to offer to others. When we're in a good place within ourselves, we can be a better wife, a better husband, a better co-worker, and a better friend. And number 8, seek support. If you're having a hard time with boundaries, then seek support from family, friends, or professionals. It can be difficult to identify the root causes of our behaviours and facilitate change within ourselves without external support and encouragement. Now, like any new skill, learning to set and assertively maintain our boundaries takes courage, practice, and support. The rewards, in terms of a positive sense of self, happiness, and general well-being, make this effort more than worthwhile.